This is Teacher Jean. Today I want to talk to you about vocal sound management. This is an approach that I developed myself to help regular people like you learn how to sing more efficiently. We will be using layman's terms so that it will be easier for all of you to learn. Vocal sound management also teaches vocal technique according to your learning ability, whether you're visual, kinesthetic, auditory, or cerebral. And now, these teaching videos can greatly contribute to your learning experience. Now let's talk about vocal sound management pointers on breathing, placement, and resonance. Let's begin with breathing. You might have heard from other teachers that you should use your diaphragm when singing. This is because we have longer breath when we use our diaphragm and our neck muscles will be more relaxed. In addition to this, it is important to remember that the diaphragm is an involuntary muscle. You cannot feel or control your diaphragm. Therefore, it's much better not to think about your breath while you are singing. Because when you consciously think about your breath, you will be using your chest muscles, which will cause shorter breath and stiff neck muscles. Let's talk about placement. Placement refers to the proper positioning of the vocal apparatus. Correct placement begins with inhaling as if you're going to yawn. It involves the jaw, the corner of the neck, the soft palate, and the neck. Let's talk about the jaw and the corner of the neck. First of all, your jaw will swing down, like this. Incorrect movement of the jaw is when it juts or when it's stiff. Jutting looks like this. You know when you jut, the sound becomes wrong, like this. Did you hear that? It sounds bad. The second thing that happens when you inhale as if you're going to yawn, the corner of your neck goes down, like this. When the corner of your neck goes down, it means that the back of your tongue also goes down and your voice box goes down to a relaxed position. The vocal folds for the back of the tongue is when it is raised. For example, in the style of Shakira. Never, never. But when the back of your tongue is down, it will sound like this. Whenever, wherever. It is more loose and relaxed. If your voice box also is down, it will sound relaxed. The vocal fold for the voice box is when it is raised. It will sound like this. I'll be waiting for you. That will sound strangled. But if your voice box is down, it will sound relaxed, like this. I'll be waiting for you. The sound is much better and the volume is greatly improved. Now let's talk about the last two aspects of correct placement, and that's the soft palate and the neck. You probably don't know where your soft palate is. If this is your tongue and this is your hard palate, you slide your tongue backwards, you will feel a soft part. That's your soft palate. When you inhale as if you're going to yawn, that part goes up and it opens up a space behind your mouth. This opening helps produce high, mid, and low registers of our voice. When we sing, ideally, we should have all these registers present in our voice. Not just the high, not just the mid, not just the low registers, but all these registers together. Let me give you this example of the different registers. If you could give me wings to fly. So you're singing the low notes with only a low register, and you're singing the high notes with only a high register. But if I add the opposite register to the melody, it will sound like this. If you can give me wings to fly. There, I added a low register to the high notes and I added a high register to the low notes. This produces a more pleasing sound. Finally, let's talk about the last aspect of correct placement, which is the neck. Many people make mistakes about the angle of their neck when singing, mainly because when they use their microphones, they feel like stretching out their neck towards the microphone to sing. But you know, when your neck is not straight, the sound becomes wrong. This is how it sounds like when your neck is forward. And this is what it sounds like when your neck is straight. When your neck is straight, the sound is efficient. If you are learning correct placement on your own without the help of a voice coach, it is best to practice this in front of a mirror so that you yourself can check if you are doing it correctly. Let's talk about resonance. Resonance is where and how you throw your sound. In our previous video, where we demonstrated how it sounds like when your neck is forward and when your neck is straight, you will also hear how it sounds like when you're throwing your sound forward and when you're throwing your sound upward. To demonstrate how it sounds like when your neck is forward, it sounds like this. When you sing like that, the quality is very poor. But you know, even your breath is shorter because this kind of resonance uses up a lot of air. However, when your neck is straight and you throw your sound upwards, it sounds like this. The sound is clearer, the quality is much better, and your breath is much longer because this resonance uses up only a small amount of air. Hi, this is Teacher Jean. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, click subscribe and get more free content from me. Remember, anyone can sing!